Hey Bobcats, Brad Sharpler here, going over how to get your gradebook cleared up after this transition with these new support facilitation classes that we had to do. So notice here we have our regular section 11, but we also have I-11 and I-21. Even though all your grades are in Canvas, those grades are not going to transfer over to Skyward correctly. And the reason for that is because it can't create the assignment when it already thinks it created the assignment in another section. So we're going to go into My Gradebook, and we're going to clone the gradebook from the original section into our new support facilitation sections, and then we're going to transfer those grades over. So we're actually going to do all this in Skyward, even though for the most part we want you doing grades in Canvas. This is where we're actually going to start. So we're going to start with one of our support facilitation sections. I-11 is going to be the case in this one, so we're going to pick this class here. And then at the top, we're going to see the option for assignments, and we're going to click List Assignments. So we're going to go ahead and click List Assignments. This is what we're going to do. We're going to be cloning from an existing gradebook. So in this case, we're looking at our I-11. So we want to clone from our regular 11, Section 11 course. So here's my regular Section 11. Notice it doesn't have the I. So I'm going to pick my Section 11. That's the original. And then on the next one, I'm going to pick the sections that are the assignments I want to pull over. So here's all those assignments for Section 11. In theory, in most cases at least, you should be pulling over all of those assignments because the kids in the support facilitation group already did those assignments, and that's what we need to pull. So we went ahead and pulled that over. We selected all in this case, and we're going to go ahead and click Next. Now we're going to pick the classes to transfer it to. In this case, we have the same assignments in both of those support facilitation classes that are the same. So I-11, I-21, they all are part of the same course. We know because it's all period 4. I also did all the same assignments with my 6th period class, so I can actually go ahead and just do those at the same time so that I can do it all in one fell swoop. You'll notice at the bottom, currently there's only one assignment in that I-11 section. There are 7 more to be transferred over, which is going to leave me with a total of 8. So we have that at the bottom just to confirm we're doing the right thing. So we're going to go ahead and click Next again. And then this is our last step. We're just going to confirm. If we wanted to, we could change the due dates. We don't need to, though, because all those classes got backdated. But we could. But for now, we're just going to go ahead and hit Finish. And that's going to take a second to go ahead and update all those grades. But now they exist in all my courses. So if I go back, I'll see my new student who's alone in their support facilitation class and a bunch of assignments with no grade. So at this point, I need to go student by student and transfer those grades over from their existing Skyward course. And that's why there's this nice New button right here to transfer grades over. So we're going to go ahead and click that New. And since we just transferred all those grades over, we can really quickly and easily just hit option number 1. We're going to transfer matching scores. That should find pretty much all of them. And all we have to do is hit Save. And then we can move on to the next student and do the same thing over again. So we'll go to the next student. In this case, I don't have one in that class, but I do have them for my other support facilitation class, which is I-21. And I can do the same thing here. Pick the student, transfer matching scores, go ahead and hit Save, and that'll bring all those scores over, so that student's done. And I'll just repeat this process for every student I've needed to bring over. A couple things worth noting. First of all, if you go back and make changes to their grades for any of the assignments up until this point in Canvas, so if you get a late submission, if they resubmit something, you're just getting through grading, any of these assignments we just cloned over will not transfer their grade from Canvas. Canvas doesn't recognize these cloned assignments as the original assignment that it made when it made the assignments for Skyward. So if you have to make a grade change on any previous assignments up until this point, you'll need to do those directly in Skyward for those students only for those students. If you have any changes going forward, so any new assignments you transfer, as long as you've cross-listed all your Canvas courses, then all those assignments will get created in the new sections just fine. So this is only for those previous assignments that have already passed. That way everybody's up to date. And then remember, you need to go through and do all of these news. Make sure you go through one at a time and clear it out. What I might suggest is once you're done, you can go ahead and click this button right here for the Do Not Display New, and that way we don't have to worry about this. And now we can go back, and that'll go away because I already submitted that one. You can do that as part of the transfer. So let's say with this next student, we'll go ahead and hit New. We'll give that a second to load. We transfer matching scores. We hit save. Now we'll just click this button while we're in here because we know we just did these, and then go back. Boom. All done. Nice and simple. As always, if you have any questions, you can reach out to me. You guys know my email, but it's bradley.treffler@ocps.net, and I'll be glad to help you with any other particular issues you have. Have a great day.